Hi guys, we're back with a review. Today we're gonna go over some battle changes that should be implemented or changed in the game. So there's some kind of a bug things or stuff like that that should be changed. I wouldn't say bug, but yeah, you'll see why. So I actually put a lot of effort into this video today, and I really hope you guys watch till the end. It took me a real long while to do this. And if you guys know, I haven't uploaded a video in the last 2 days. If you guys have been around on my channel for a bit, it's cause that there's a few reasons. One being Lunar New Year, two being school, and yeah, I don't have time. And I spend some of my time thinking about all this and what actually can be changed and what I've suffered. Not really suffer, but yeah, I did suffer from some of these changes, so they should really change this up. If not, then yeah. So why don't we talk about the first changes that they can actually make? It's about icicle trap. So if you guys know, icicle trap the last two update it got a buff is that when fire type swap into it, it doesn't instantly remove it totally, and it remove it halfway, and fire type will take damage, 9% of damage. And is it 9%? I don't think so, I'm not sure, but yeah, they will take damage, but it's just a really small amount. So I'm thinking of maybe they can actually change it so that when the fire type come in, they take damage first rather than actually removing it first, so that they will take more 2 times of damage and double the damage of the first time, and then the second time they come in, take another damage and then only remove it. It will, with these actual slight changes, you guys might think, oh my god, it's really small, it wouldn't really matter. Well, guess what? Not today, but yesterday I actually got a problem with this, and I almost lost a game due to this. Is that when someone have Ikazuna really low and I have icicle trap up, they didn't get KO. So yeah, I think these changes should actually be made so that fire type take more damage, because right now it doesn't even fire type doesn't even suffer any much of damage. It's just really precise small amount, and it won't really make much of a difference. So yeah, why don't we talk about the second thing that they can actually change about icicle trap. So if you guys didn't know about this, I have feel that this can be changed for a long while. I've suffered from this for a bit. Is that when fire types come in, the icicle trap get melted halfway, right? And this is the thing, if the opposing team have something like Carrot Claw or something like that, we suffer weak to icicle trap, right? And you yourself have an icicle trap Loomian that can set up it on the field right now. When it's halfway melted, you cannot set up the icicle trap, meaning that it will still stay at the halfway. So if their fire type doesn't come in again, they can guarantee makes it so that you don't have the risk on taking the max icicle trap damage rather than half one. So I think this is a really good changes that they should actually make. So yeah, and then why don't we talk about the next changes. And sorry if this videos you guys don't get it or anything, I try to make it as easy as possible for you guys to know what actually I think about, stuff like that. So now why don't we talk about the next changes that they should be made. It's going around about Cinemoth. So if you guys know the ability Flutter, it's a secret ability, and it's immune to weather damage. What it means by weather damage is something like sandstorm and hail from Pokemon, stuff like that. But we don't actually have that in Loomian Legacy yet, and they say that they won't actually implement it in this game right now. And the second effect you have is that it's immune to powder-based move, which is toxic spores, snow spores, and static spores. And let me tell you, the only Loomian that get 3 of those spore move are actually Cinemoth themselves. So yeah, and what I think of that can actually change the ability is to make it, first one, immune to traps, which makes it immune to icicle trap and immune to poison barb. Or secondly, they could actually make it so that it's immune to trap damage, which means you won't take trap damage, but you still get poisoned by poison barbs. Or they can implement something like sticky web, which will get effect rather than immune to it. So yeah, I mean it inconfirmed. So why don't we talk about the next changes that can actually be made? So yeah, the ferroglyph. So you must be thinking, what about ferroglyph that should be changed? It's not a really big problem of ferroglyph. It's just that the secret ability contact curse is not a bad ability. It's actually really good. So if a Loomian make contact with you, which is mostly melee attacking move, except for bushwhack, and when they hit you with a contact move, like specifically Mega Chop, it's 40 energy cost, right? And when they hit you, it costs 40 energy, but due to the secret ability themselves, they will make the move cost, they will basically take 50% more energy after the move hitting it, which means it's gonna cost 40 plus 50%, which is 60 energy cost. I mean, yeah, it's a really good ability. The thing is, yeah, as you can see on the screen right now, ferroglyph melee defense ain't really the best right there. 88 HP and then 50 melee defense, not really the best. So you must be thinking, what about things that we can do for ferroglyph? My plan is to maybe increase the melee defense by a bit, you know, and maybe dropping some other things. So yeah, this is a more of a not gonna happen thing that, yeah, cause if not, then it's gonna make ferroglyph actually busted. And you must be saying like, oh my god, why wouldn't you just use it as pyramide? So here's the problem. Most people actually hunt with pure nimble dustkit, which means if they get harmonized, it's gonna be pure nimble, and pyramide speed is actually garbage. So and it's just really passive. It's just stay on there and does nothing. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. It's just that it's really bad. And for the chance on getting secret ability on pyramide, it's insane. It's rarer than secret ability roaming, which are actually even better for stuff like SA Ikazune, SA Dustkit. It's even rare. This one is even rarer, but the ability usefulness and stuff is worse. So I think it's just really bad of a thing to have on ferroglyph right now. Two ways to make it, or even they will just ignore it, is that change the assay for this, or maybe increase the melee defense by just a bit, 10 stats max, I would say. So yeah, that's kind of it. And let's talk about Ewil, shall we? So Ewil is a kind of a facade in Loomian Legacy. It's a 60 base power move which costs 40 energy. And why don't we compare it to facade in Pokemon? In Pokemon, facade is actually a melee attacking, which is physical, 70 base power moveset. So yeah, 70, and to Loomian Legacy it's only 60. So, and 40 energy cost is actually a decent chunk, not gonna lie. And this is just kind of a scenario of why people actually don't want to use Ill Will on the Colossal Trop's secret ability. It's cause that people rather have coverage rather than move that hits hard. Because in Loomian right now, we have 3 typing that actually resist typeless, which being Ice type, Metal type, and Spirit type. So, and it doesn't hit hard enough for the benefit on using it when it have 3 immunity, and it does not, and the move doesn't do super effective to anything in the game. Everything is neutral, and it still have 3 resist, which is really unbenefit to do so. So above to AoE will be really good to something like 65 base power, but for 70 is, I think it's too busted. 60 is really enough. So yeah, that's kinda it. And why don't we talk about the next thing, which is Umbret and Luxor. So you must be thinking, what about Umbret and Luxor that I want to talk about? So Umbret and Luxor actually have 3 ability. One being confidence, non-essay, and the other one being secret ability for both. The light type, Luxor being in type, changing typeless move into light move and buff the damage, and for Umbret is just change typeless move to dark move and buff the damage. And there's a last ability that which they both have, which is Dusk and Dawn. So for Dusk and Dawn, it only works for 2v2 when you have the Loomian with Dusk and Dawn, or both Dusk or Dawn on the same lead, or not lead but at the same time. So allies and yourself, and only that you will get a boost. So it's just basically useless in 1v1. So what I think about is to actually make it so that when you have a Loomian with Dusk and Dawn being in your party and one being sent it out, you will get the boost when the Loomian is actually in your party. So you have to do a sacrificing on making, you have to bring Luxor and Umbret together, or 2 Umbrets or 2 Luxor together to get a buff. But when one of them dies out, then the boost is basically gone for the still remaining one. So it's just like how Vengeance only work in 2v2, but right now have been changed to 1v1, which makes it the best ability to use on Revenant. But before that, everyone uses Temper. So yeah, this is one of the changes that I think it should actually be good, because you're not actually making it kind of busted or anything. It's just that you need to sacrifice a slot in your team. You could have put a tank or anything like that on the team, and after just the Loom die out, then the other one just don't get a boost. So yeah, I think that it might be actually be a good one to actually do so. And why don't we talk about the move Gust? So the information for Gust here is on the screen right now. It's an air type move that are ranged with 40 base strength or power with 100 accuracy with the energy cost of 20. So alright, you must be thinking, oh yeah, this book is move is actually really weak. Yeah, I agree, it's really weak. Just cause the recent Icicle Trap balance changes. Now Fire type have to swap in 2 times to remove it. This is why people start running Gas and stuff on Stratosaur, which makes it so that they can remove it. The trap on the field on your side, of course, on the opposing side. So yeah, just remove traps. But okay, this is more of a bug thing rather than actual balance changes or battle changes. Okay, so I did a battle today with Ansem played Pixel. I almost lost because of this. He was making me swap around with when he have Icicle Trap on the field, alright? And he have a Mewtwo, and I have a Stratosaur, which I know that I would tank a hit, but his Mewtwo is low on HP, and it's Raging Howl KOing itself, self-recall damage dying out, and I tank a hit, right? And I use Gust. That's what, it didn't remove the trap on my side, and that makes the move actually fails I almost lost a battle just cause of that. So you know what I mean by small changes can actually affect things now. So yeah, I think this is just kind of it. They should actually change all this kind of stuff. And to keep in mind, I'm not developer of this game, alright? It's not gonna happen. It's just that I would like this stuff to actually happen. So if you guys think this video is actually good or anything, if those stuff make sense, and if you disagree or agree on what of the changes that should be made, and if you have any of the changes that you would like to see in the game, then you guys can comment down below. I'll take a look at them, and yeah, maybe a part 2 of the video. So yeah, this is just a fun video to talk about things and not really confirm, not, and yes, not confirm, alright, not confirm, isn't confirmed. So yeah, just a notice that it's not confirmed. And yeah, that's kinda it. I really put a lot of effort in this video, and yeah, if you guys like it, then like the video, subscribe, share with your friend, and yeah, that's kinda it. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.